Okay, in this video we're going to be sketching a linear relationship that is in a form that is not normal to us. Normally we see linear equations of the form, so normally we have y equals mx plus c, and we know how to deal with that. In this instance, we have a linear equation still, but it's in an irregular form. However, using the two-intercept method, that doesn't bother us one bit. So I'm going to write down the things we need to do. So first, we're going to determine the y-intercept by letting x equals 0. So in our normal y equals mx plus c, c is just the y-intercept. But of course, our equation is not in that form, so we need to apply our knowledge of linear equations to solve that. So let x equal 0. So we start with saying let x equal 0, and we have therefore 12 times 0, that's my x, minus 4y is equal to 8. So I've substituted 0 in for this x. And now I solve for y. So 12 times 0 is 0. So I'm going to get therefore minus 4y is equal to 8. And I'm going to divide both sides. So divide by negative 4 and divide by negative 4. When I divide the left by negative 4, I simply get therefore, and I might move this therefore across to here. I get therefore y is equal to negative 2. So if I've found y equals negative 2, I plot that on the graph, and that's my first intercept of the two-intercept method. The second thing I need to do is determine, yes, you guessed it, the x-intercept. And to do that, I by letting y equals 0. So the opposite of before. Ergo, we're going to say let y equals 0, and we get, I'm going to go this way, so I've got a bit more space, and I get 12x minus 4 times 0, because we've let this time the y equals 0. And once we let that y equals 0, we get 4 times 0, which equals 8. And now we solve. It's going to be on the left, therefore, 12x minus nothing is just 12x, and equals 8. And then to divide by 12 on both sides in order to get x equals 8 on 12, which simplifies down to x equals 2 on 3. So the x-intercept is 2/3, which is almost on the way to 1, so it's about there. And the last thing we need to do is 3, sketch the line. So the easiest way to do that is just with a ruler. Digitally, I'm going to have to draw the line between those 2 points, and then using the powers of digital technology, I can just extend to ensure that they're both on the same line here. Approximately that, and it's snapping to different areas, but you get the gist, it's about there. And that's my straight line, which is represented by 12x minus 4y equals 8. And if you want, take the time to rearrange that equation for y equals mx plus c, and you'll find that that's going to be y equals 3x minus 2. Have a go at rearranging that to see if you can get 3x minus 2. But that is essentially if you have an unfamiliar form of a linear equation with x's and y's, you can still sketch it without any rearrangement by using the two-intercept method.